in January, Elon Musk's neuroscience startup Neuralink implanted a chip in a human brain for the first time. Here's the latest update. In a video streamed on X, formerly known as Twitter, the first Neuralink patient is seen using his mind to play online chess. The 29-year-old Noland Arbar was paralysed below the shoulder after an unfortunate diving incident. In a video that's now gone viral on social media, Noland is seen playing chess on his laptop and moving the cursor using the Neuralink device.
In the hospital a day later, I have no cognitive impairments. Yeah, so we started out with trying out a few different things. We basically went from what we call kind of differentiating like imagined movement versus attempted movement. So a lot of what we started out with was attempting to move. So I would attempt to move, say, my right hand, left, right, forward. And from there, I think it just became intuitive for me to start imagining the cursor moving.
So how does this entire process work? Neuralink's technology mainly works through an implant called the link. It's a device about the size of 5 stacked coins that's placed in a region of the brain that controls the intention to move through invasive surgery. The aim here is to enable human brains to communicate directly with computers. In other words, Neuralink wants to build direct communication channels between the brain and computers. Its initial goal is to enable people to control a computer cursor or keyboard using their thoughts alone. Interestingly, the startup, which last year won approval from US regulators to test its brain implants in people, has grand ambitions. Its vision is to supercharge human capabilities. The startup aims to treat neurological disorders like ALS or Parkinson's. Basically, Neuralink plans to help patients overcome a host of neurological conditions. In fact, in the future, the firm could facilitate speedy surgical insertions of its chip devices to treat conditions like obesity, autism, depression, and schizophrenia.
It's a super fast, tiny injection of a microchip, about the size of a grain of rice. It takes about a second. It's not worse than getting an ear piercing. And when you have it, we can start supplying third-party services like payment, boarding passes, anything really that you use contactless technology for. So getting rid of your wallet, getting rid of your keychain, you don't need papers, paper money, just seamless interaction and seamless integration with hyper-connected surroundings.
And how do you insert it in the body?
So it's exactly like any aseptic procedure. So it would be like a vaccine. So you put on gloves, you clean the area properly, and you manipulate the skin a little bit, you inject it, you press this little pusher here, it's done.
So I've been wanting to get a microchip in my hand for probably about a good year now, isn't it, Georgia?
Yeah, did you want to show me the Dangerous Things website?
Yes. Yeah, so let's find it. So this is the microchip website. So it's called Dangerous Things, and I actually met the founder recently, and he was saying that he started this website back in 2005. But look, they've got two different kinds of microchips. So I want the RFID one. So that's the one that you can scan. Yeah, that's the injection that they use to implant it. They're about the size of a grain of rice, encapsulated in glass, and they implant it by taking a big syringe and then putting it under the skin. And my friend Daniel has two, so he's got one in each hand. And his actually started migrating towards his wrist. And he showed us how he like kind of pushed it forward, didn't he, Georgia?
Yeah, it's really gross.
It was really gross. So there's a few different ways that I can get this done, okay? So the first way is on Dangerous Things. They actually have a map of lots of different medical professionals and body piercers and stuff around the world. Another thing that I'm thinking about is going and visiting my friend Daniel, so the one I was just telling you about.
Yeah.
And he got his done in Colombia, but the problem is that he almost passed out. Well, no, he did pass out, didn't he?
Yeah.
When he got it done, so that's kind of a little bit off-putting. And then the third thing that I'm thinking about is going to Sweden. A contact of ours called Johan Esterland. He was part of this movement back in 2007 where he implanted a whole bunch of Swedish people, and they even used their microchip to board trains.
What can the microchip do and what can't the microchip do?
So from what I was reading, it can't be tracked via GPS. So if you want to track me, you won't be able to.
Yeah.
And it can't monitor biodata, so maybe in the future we might have like a health chip or something like that, but for now that's not something that it can do. And the other thing that I was reading it can't do is interact with your brain neurons.
So why do you actually want this?
So for me, there's a few reasons as to why I want a microchip. One is for the convenience. I live between two cities, I've got a whole bunch of technology, I'm constantly losing my keys and things, so it's just that kind of seamless, Robin's laughing, I do constantly lose my keys. So it's that seamless kind of integration with everything. So life will just be far more efficient and more streamlined, right? And another reason why I want one is I just believe that biohacking is the next stage of human evolution. Technology is continuing to get closer and closer to our bodies, right? Now imagine a future where everything is all integrated. So we have a human device interface. So our physical and our virtual worlds are completely intertwined. And I believe that that will help us be able to enjoy both at the same time.